Okay, everybody, I'm going to do a couple of videos because some of you are still having issues with this software update. Alright, now before you try any of the steps in these videos, please power cycle your device after the update and see if that fixes the situation. If not, then these videos should help you. I'm going to do a couple of them. This is on the FireStick because that seems to be what the majority of the issues are on with you guys. So I've completely tested everything. Everything is working fine. So as long as you guys follow these videos, depending on the problem you're having, you should be able to fix your issue no problem. Alright, so this first video, this is just going to be a standard update. Okay, this is how the process goes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to launch the Nitehawk software. Yours is probably showing on your home screen here. But I'm going to go and launch the Nitehawk software. Okay, I'm going to get Nitehawk Technologies is loading, and then it's going to come up with a screen that says that it's updating. Okay, so we're going to let this update process. Okay, and we're just going to come down here and click install. Okay, so now that it's done installing, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to hit done. Alright, that should take me back to where I was. So now I'm going to launch the Nitehawk software again. And I should get this intro video. Okay, and then it's going to come up with the loading screen, and it's going to load right into the new software. Now at this point, if it's not loading to this point, and you get a screen that says enter your email address or enter a PIN, okay, then you're going to have to look at the next video, which is how to factory reset your stick and install the software from scratch. Okay, this is being done on Thursday morning, December 13th, okay? After all you guys that are having issues have reported them, I just did the update on this FireStick without any problem, okay? So if you're getting enter your email or enter a PIN, then you need to look at the next video on how to reset your FireStick and install the software, okay? So stop watching this video at this point if you're having those issues, all right? But if yours loaded into this screen, from this point, what you need to do is come over to Nitehawk Builds, come down here, click on the build, and it's going to tell you that it requires the media player, or it'll say it needs to update the media player. Just click OK and install the new media player. And again, these software updates are done to make your streaming experience better and to bring new content and new features for you guys. Okay, so there were a couple of questions about staying on the old version. That's not an option. The old version is no longer, okay? The old version will stop working. And another thing I think a lot of people get confused on is build updates and software updates. This is a software update, okay? When we do a build update, you're not going to go through this process. All you got to do is click on the build you're using and it'll update. Alright, this is a software update. This is updating the entire software, the Nitehawk software that's on your device. Alright, so at this point we're going to click install. Now, I know a lot of you guys that were having issues the first day this was pushed was because there was a script error on the server that we took care of that night. That's why some of you guys that updated during the day were fine, but then at night when the script error on the server occurred, that's when those people started having issues, okay? So we're going to click next. All right, so now it tells us the build is not currently installed. Do we want to install it? Do not click launch. Click install. And then I agree. All right, and now what it's going to do is it's going to download and install the build, okay? Remember, you have the Nitehawk Software update, which is what we pushed out automatically. And then when we do a build update, all that's doing is updating the build for the Media Center. So you guys need to understand, the Media Center and the software are two different things. All right? And from time to time, the software needs to be updated to bring new features that we're trying to bring you guys. The build is updated to keep the add-ons and stuff like that working. All right, so it's important that everybody understands the difference. I mean, I know a lot of you guys probably don't understand a lot of this stuff, so but there is a difference. The software is what you click on to go into the Nitehawk software. That's the software. Okay, what you're clicking on to watch movies and stuff is the Media Center. That is the build that we update quite frequently, usually about once a month. The software only doesn't get updated that often. We haven't updated the software in probably, well, it's been more than 6 months because we've worked on this version of the software for 6 months. So, that's what you guys got to understand. There's a difference. Okay, but as you see, yesterday and the day before, we were receiving messages that people were having an issue doing the software update. I'm doing this on Thursday morning on a FireStick, and I'm not having any issues. So as long as you guys follow this video, you shouldn't have any problems. And like I said, at the point where it did the intro video, if you enter your email or enter a PIN, then something hung up in the system and it's not recognizing that you're an authorized user. So I'm going to be doing another video that shows you how to fix that problem. But if you didn't have that problem where it asks for an email or a PIN, this process should be as fluid as you're seeing it on the screen now. Okay, so we're going to let the build finish downloading. And then what it's going to do is it's going to extract. And then we'll be able to launch the Media Center. Now, some of you guys are also confused that when you click on, after the build is installed and you click on it, the option comes up that says install or launch. At that point, you want to launch it. You've already installed it, okay? The reason that prompt comes up is when there's an update to the build. When you click on the build, it gives you the option to install the update, all right? But if you've already installed the build, then all you have to do is launch it. You're not going to install it again because all you're doing is installing the same thing that you have. Okay, so it's downloaded now. It's going to extract. And this video is going to be a little long because I'm letting all the processes go so you guys can see the entire process. I'm not going to cut the video. I'm not going to pause the video. This is the entire process from start to finish so you guys can see that it's working fine. And again, this is on a FireStick. I'll be doing new videos for the Android boxes. However, most of you guys that are having the issue are having it on the FireStick, so that's why I'm doing the FireStick videos first. I would also highly recommend that everyone that has not watched the live show that we did a few days ago, go back and watch that live show to see a demonstration of the software. Alright, I'm not going to do another video showing how the software works. That was covered in the live show, so you can go in there and see what the different sections are, what's what. And it should be noted that the Rebellion TV and the VPN, those will be available very soon. They're not available yet. We're working on some things on the back end before we launch those two services. So if those two services are something you're looking at, give us a couple more days and we'll roll those out, and then you'll be able to purchase the VPN right there on the software. You'll also be able to purchase Rebellion TV from the software. And once we go live with Rebellion TV, we will offer free 24-hour trials on a limited basis. They're not going to be available on the weekends. They'll be available Monday through Friday, and we're going to limit it to a certain number of trials per day. If you request, if you got a trial, you get one trial. You're not going to be able to get a trial every other day. So, but those two services, the Rebellion TV and the VPN, those will be available here in just a couple days. Okay, this is almost done extracting. Okay, and then it's going to come up and it's going to ask you if you want to launch the Media Center now. I'm going to click no, just so I can show you guys how to access it regularly. Alright, if we go back to the home screen, now you're going to see that Media Center has been added to the home screen. So when I click on it, it says launch or install. We've already installed it, so we want to launch it. Okay, again, if you install it, all you're doing is installing the same thing you already have. This is here for when we update the build. So all you're going to do is click on launch. Alright, and it's going to load up, and then the Media Center will open with the current build. And again, after this initial install, let it sit for a few minutes so it can do any background processes that it's got to do. Okay, don't rush in here and instantly, start trying to stream something. Give it a couple minutes. Let it sit. It just installed a bunch of files that it needs to sort out. Okay. But what we're going to do now, because somebody had mentioned something about the artwork not showing up or something, so I'm going to go into one of the add-ons. Now keep in mind too, we don't control the artwork. That's controlled through the add-ons. The add-ons pull that artwork from the movie database. Okay, if the movie database goes down, the artwork's not going to load. Alright, it's plain and simple. We don't have anything to do with that. Alright, but I know somebody was saying that they were scrolling through blindly because there was no artwork. That's beyond our control. We don't control the movie database. If the movie database is having issues and it goes down, chances are that artwork's not going to load up. But we're going to let this load up for a second, and once this launches, I'm going to see if the artwork is in there. So let's go to year. And again, it's taking a little longer to load because I just installed this and I'm trying to go in here. But if we go, let's go to 2017. Okay, all the artwork is showing up for me, and again, this is a fresh install, so that may have been an issue. Like I said, the movie database may have gone down, so the artwork wasn't getting pulled. Again, that's not in our control. We don't put the artwork in there. That's all handled through the way the add-ons pull the information from the movie database. All right. So as you can see, the new build is up. It's in there. Some things that were added, just real quick. I'm not going to go through a build video right now, but those of you looking for Latino content, there's a Latino section, and that has some has a couple of different add-ons in it, as well as Spanish movies and TV shows, and then live Latin channels from our free premium. I do know that they're working on that server right now, so these Latin channels might not be up right now, but they will be put back up. Okay? So, other than that, I'm going to go ahead and close out this build. Okay, if I exit out, it's going to take me back to the software. And in the software, there's, you know, you've got your home, you've got your Rebellion TV section, you've got the build section, apps. Now, somebody did make me aware that some of these apps, for some reason, the FireStick doesn't want to install them. That again, that's an Amazon thing. Some of these apps may not install. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another section down here that says FireStick apps. Okay, and in that section will be just the apps that work on FireStick. Okay, some of these do work, some of them don't on the FireStick, so I'll be doing a section for just FireStick apps. Then you got your retro gaming section and your settings section. Alright, so anyway, as you can see, the update's done, everything's up and running. It shouldn't be any harder than that. Okay, so again, I'm going to do a video for those of you that are having the email or PIN issue, and how to factory reset your stick and start from scratch. Alright? Okay, I'll see you guys in the next